Hello and welcome everyone to our Silicon Beach pitch night in August. It is already. My name is David Hauser. I am the founder of Think Innovation, innovation design thinking agency here in Melbourne, Australia. And I'm also the CEO of Silicon Beach Australia Limited, one of Australia's largest and probably Australia's very first startup community, founded in 2008 in Sydney. First, a little bit of housekeeping, or that I would like to, in the spirit of reconciliation and on behalf of Silicon Beach, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that I'm standing on here today, the Boon Wurrung and the Wurundjeri Woi Wurrung people of the Eastern Kulin Nation, and pay respect to their elders, past, present, emerging, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are joining us here today. Thank you for that. And I would like to begin tonight by stating the primary mission of Silicon Beach, Australia. It is to empower founders. As such, our vision is to create an environment where founders can feel supported, educated, and empowered to fulfill their startup vision and values. Tonight is all about providing a platform for founders and startup owners to feel supported, comfortable, open, and connected. And a little bit more housekeeping. Please note, we are recording this session. We are not live today, but we will share the video on our YouTube channel and our social media over the coming weeks. If you are not speaking, please mute yourself so we can focus on the pictures and the judges giving feedback. We encourage everyone to use the chat functionality of the Zoom call to share your contact details, make some new friends, but also ask questions to the pitchers if you have any, and we will hope that the pitchers will then jump into there and answer your questions. And finally, we would love to invite you to switch on your camera, if you could, for a moment, and share a smile with us so we have some awesome content for our social media channels. That would be amazing. Thank you. Sam is here, Samuel is here. Good to see you all. Cool. 3, 2, 1, smile now. Thank you. Awesome. So I have to go a little bit for the run sheet because normally our awesome MC, Karen Finch, is doing the MCing of this event. So please bear with me if I'm not 100% up to speed with everything. And sometimes I have to look into my document here that I do not miss on anything. Now, before we go to the introduction, come to the introductions of our awesome judges tonight, I would like to thank our supporters and our affiliate partners and sponsors of the Silicon Beach community for their ongoing support. Silicon Beach is still sort of pre-revenue, so we are very grateful that we have partners on board that are supporting the community, not just the founders itself, but also Silicon Beach financially and with services. And we're also very grateful that we have awesome affiliate partners that are providing services for other founders through their own businesses, like Coba Insurance, BCF Coaching Academy, Founders Book, Canva, Airwallex. Latest addition to our affiliate partners is Kinde, who we have on the judging panel as well tonight. So if you would like to check out what special offers you can get and how you can support Silicon Beach by using the links from our website, please check them out on siliconbeach.org.au, community special offers. Thank you very much for that. Thank you to affiliate partners, and let's get started. Over to the judges and their prizes. Our first judge of tonight is Ersel Akpinar from Lawthentic. Ersel is the principal lawyer, founder, and director of Lawthentic. He's a commercial lawyer with over 20 years experience working with a wide range of businesses in Australia and across the Asia-Pacific region. Having started his career at top-tier US and Australian law firms, he is an accomplished specialist and progressive legal advisor who is uncompromisingly dedicated to his clients. As a business enabler, a critical thinker, and an interpreter of the law, Ersel believes in helping clients make real progress. Ersel, please unmute yourself and say hello and tell the folks what you brought for them.
Hi all pitchers. Today my prize is a complimentary 1 hour legal checkup session with me.
Awesome. And we know how dangerous the law can be, so use this great opportunity to check with a subject matter expert so you do not get yourself into more trouble than necessary. Just the right amount.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fabulous. Thank you, Ersel. And our second judge for tonight, Madeline Cunningham from IdeaSpies. Madeline has extensive commercial acumen and wealth of experience in strategy, advising, strategic leadership, engagement management, HR, employment law, and business transformation across a variety of industries, including investment banking, legal, accounting, media, technology, education, crowdfunding, startups, and management consulting. Maddie is also the advisor to founder and CEO of IdeaSpies, an open innovation platform for sharing ideas that do good, and advisor to CEO to Ready Fund Go reward crowdfunding platform, and a mentor to Hatch Tarunga Sue Accelerator program. Wow. Madeline, please unmute yourself. And what did I miss? That's not all you're doing, is it?
Yeah, you know me, David. I'm always getting busy across doing lots of things. Welcome, everyone. Great to have you here this evening. The prize this evening from myself is an hour of mentoring coupled with being featured on the IdeaSpies platform. So we feature once a week under our different categories. We have InsurTech, legal tech, prop tech, you name it. There's 18 categories. So depending on the winner, I will create a post. It'll get shared across our network. We have a reach of 100,000 people across Twitter, LinkedIn. So I look forward to allocating that prize this evening and working with you to help you from ideation, possibly up to MVP. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Madeline. And our last judge of the night, Dave Berner from Kinde. Dave leads front-end development at Kinde. He has spent his career in engineering, working in and growing startups. He focuses on building frameworks and platforms that improve how teams work. Before Kinde, David led engineering teams at Advice Intelligence and was senior front-end developer at Campaign Monitor. Dave, please unmute yourself. Tell us a little bit about your prize and probably a little bit about Kinde in general, because it's an amazing service that you're bringing into the startup community.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Thanks for taking the time. Super excited to hear all your pitches. I'm Dave. I'm one of the two technical co-founders of Kinde. So we are a startup for startups, trying to help startups get to market as quickly as possible by providing things like authentication, roles and permissions, billing, feature flags as a service. So essentially with your Kinde account, you get all of those features and you can focus building like what actually makes your product unique. So our prize today, or the prize that we'll be awarding, is access to our beta program, where you'll get $5,000 US in Kinde credit. And when you integrate with Kinde, you'll get close support from our engineering team as you start your journey, or whatever stage of your journey you're in, I suppose. Yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dave. And we are very happy to have joined you as affiliate partner because we really think that your product is amazing to enhance SaaS startups in Australia and around the world.
Oh, thank you so much.
Cool. I'm just checking with the pitchers. So pitchers, please check your chat function. I'm trying to communicate there with you folks. Please have a look there. Ashish wants to go later. Yes, you can. Krish, are you happy to go first? Please check your chat. And I'm just going to have a look at the agenda for tonight. Quick introduction to the format of the evening. So the pitches will start in about 3 or 4 minutes. Each pitcher will have 90 seconds to pitch, and Jeanette will sound a bell to let you know when your 90 seconds mark is over. And we hear the bell. Now we don't hear a bell.
Yeah. Can you hear me though, David?
Who is that? Krish? Yes.
KK, yeah.
KK, we will get to you in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Sure. Okay.
Janine.
I'm just checking if the audio is working.
Awesome. So 90 seconds, we hopefully will hear a bell as soon as we fix our technical little issues right now. And then after the 90 seconds, we will hand over to the judges, which then will ask questions and give feedback to each pitch, which we will take about 5 minutes for all 3 judges together. We will have another bell at the end of the 5 minutes mark, and then we have about 7 pitchers right now already in the room registered. So if we have some impromptu pitches, we will have time for 1 or 2 of them. So if you feel empowered throughout the next half hour, there's the bell. That's how it sounds. Thank you, Janine. So if anyone feels empowered or does have a friend that you want to loop in to pitch later tonight, please feel free to do so. Cool, that's all. And I would say, Krish, you're ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. Can I go now?
Yes, Krish, all yours.
Okay. My name is KK.Santhanam. I offer an opportunity to invest in sustainable dairy farming. The current manual dairy farming process is inefficient. Why? It doesn't measure the feed or health of the herd accurately. A cow that is less the cow that is fed less produces less milk. A paddock not grazed at the optimal time damages the soil and decreases the crop yield. So grazing the paddock at the right time is paramount to running the farm at its peak. Using artificial intelligence, we achieve optimal milking by timing the grazing of the feed. And we confirm proper feed with health condition readings. The existing solutions are so inefficient that they don't address the core problem of optimally timing the grazing. Our solution saves time for farm operation and does not change job functions. I'm a technocrat and I have delivered many enterprise software projects, including AI projects in the government, banking, telco, and utility sectors. The existing team comprises 2 PhDs, Shin and Gaurav, and 2 big data engineers, Anil and Mohan. In addition, we are working with 3 professors and 5 PhD graduates who will work on the project during the development phase. We are looking to hire a CEO with exposure to agriculture to work with us, with our team. We are running a prototype at Caldemate Farm and working with 50 dairy farms. We invite you to co-invest with Victorian state government, which provides a matching $2 million. Thank you.
Thank you, Krish. Great pitch. Great pitch, KK. Over to the judges. Dave, you're unmuted. You want to go first?
Hey, great pitch. I don't really know too much about that industry, so I'd love to hear a little bit about what the existing solutions are and why they're inefficient.
Yeah, so the existing solution does not do the paddock rotation, but it does give you the paddock reading using low orbit satellites, which is 1:2 2 million ratio of resolution. So we cover what they cover in 2 million pixels, we cover in 1 pixel.
Okay. And so what actually is the product? Is it a similar sort of satellite type thing, or?
No, we use drones, autonomous drones, which is basically hands-free, and it is controlled from the server. It goes and surveys the paddocks regularly, and then it may, using artificial intelligence, we kind of know the exact rate of growth of each paddock. So we kind of time it based on that.
Okay, awesome. And is it specifically for cattle, or does
for dairy farms? For dairy farms, yeah.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Madeline, you're next.
Yeah, I think just following on from Dave, what are the further applications for the technology that you've developed?
Okay, so we are using paddock reading to time the grazing, and then we monitor the health of the cows. And in addition to that, what we're doing is that we are using a Web3 app for those farmers which have excess grass that happens during spring, to sell it to other farms which have a lesser paddock pasture area, or they are in a drought prone area like northern Victoria. So they can basically buy it on the app, and then there'll be truck operators who will have like a Uber Eats kind of operation, where they can take the order and then they can pick up from the seller, deliver it into the buyer, and then get paid for the transportation service.
Great, fantastic, thank you. It's similar technology. I was at a investment evening for the launch of Gelix Ventures. Is he still there? Yep, sorry. And they were using a similar sort of technology for grapes to look at the pastures. Yeah. I could hook you up with them if you wanted some extra development ideas in terms of taking your idea to market.
Okay. In terms of the idea being, I'm validating the idea. We have worked with a Caldemid farm in South Gippsland for last 2 years. So all the pain points we addressed in the thing. So we are working with Aurora Dairies to collect samples from their farm. They got 32 farms in Victoria and Southern Australia, and we're collecting the multiple samples, and also issues each farm has. Like each farm might have a different issues. We're trying to build all that into the product to address all those issues.
Great, thank you.
Excellent.
Ersel, do you have a quick one?
Yes, I'll be very quick. Firstly, KK, if I've got your name right. Firstly, phenomenal, phenomenal technology. I'm also very impressed by the expertise, all those experts, PhDs, and everything that is behind the product. It sounds phenomenal. Do you have any statistic that that will show, I guess, the level of increase in efficiency?
Yes, we do. We are yet to prove that our system can deliver it, but from an upper facade grazing. So right now the farmer doesn't know whether the cows are eaten properly or not, right? With our solution, we will be able to give 100% feed every day consistently. That's what our solution can do. So based on the past data, and a cow on its best day performs 15 times better than its average day. So by inference, we can say that if you feed the cows properly, which our solution will do, you will have an uplift of minimum 15%. Yeah.
15%, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, KK.
Thank you.
You're done. Please relax and enjoy the show. And our next pitcher will be Kieran. Kieran, are you with us?
Yes, how you going?
Fabulous, there you are. Good. Are you ready to go?
Yep.
Awesome, your time starts now, go.
Thank you. So in life, we celebrate our achievements and successes in many ways. We have medals, trophies, certificates, and other memorabilia. Here at Chartscape, we want to give investors around the world a way to commemorate and celebrate good financial decisions they have made in a very tangible way by turning charts of their trades into unique pieces of artwork. And you can see a few examples from a real portfolio framed and hung on the wall behind me. If you look roughly there, you can see the oil well in the background. That's actually the BHP share price for 2021. Our website, chartscape.app, can create artwork in seconds, with customers being able to choose from over 140,000 equities, cryptos, or commodities listed on all the major exchanges with over 10 years of historical data. This is a unique offering and no one else in the world is doing this. Whilst we are focusing on share markets, we could also use Chartscape to represent any time series data. Data doesn't have to be boring. We want to plan to allow further customization of the artwork, such as adding a logo or commissioning custom art. Chartscape is currently live and is available globally. We can scale exponentially with extremely low operating costs and very high margins. And whilst our selection of artwork has been designed for Chartscape, we want a future where we can provide a marketplace where talented artists can sell Chartscapes of their own designs. We're currently seeking someone to help us with the marketing needed to bring Chartscape to the world. We want to promote our B2C product and also target trading firms or other financial institutions to create unique Chartscapes for their own customers to help them stand out. We can combine any chart with any medium, and our only limit is our imagination. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kieran. On time, very, very well timed. Awesome. We have Ersel unmuting himself first. You want to go?
Yeah, sure. Kieran, fantastic pitch. Unbelievable product. It sounds quite fascinating. The only question I have is does the product, does the actual imagery is it only for financial performance? What about other forms of performance?
So can you give me an example?
I guess what I'm trying to say is that we live in an age where there's a lot of focus on dollars and cents. There are other achievements. What if, for example, somebody completes a particular course or has other achievements that are not financial?
Yeah, so our particular technology is geared towards time series type data. So anything you can really chart. So stock markets, effectively, as you can see from the examples behind me, each of those charts is a year's worth of data that's graphed and turned into a piece of artwork. So that's our predominant focus, but it doesn't have to be stock market data. It could be CO2 emissions over the last 40 years. It could be the number of COVID cases over time in Australia over the last 2 years. The fundamental input is what you call time series data.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Dave, you're next.
Hey, Kieran. Great pitch. Looks super cool. It's always fun to make financial data look exciting, which is great. I worked at a few financial software places in the past, and the kind of charts and stuff they tend to spit out are somewhat lacking. So that's quite cool. So you said it's kind of live and available globally now. Like, how are sales looking at the moment?
Well, we're doing all right till this crazy Russian decided to invade his nearby country, and unfortunately caused the markets to tank for a bit. So that's one of the reasons why everyone that's seen Chartscape realizes, oh man, this is really cool, and we really love it. But so it's about spreading the message. It's about promoting the site, and that's why we're after someone to help us with the marketing right now.
Okay. What are you doing marketing wise currently?
So we've done a bunch of stuff on socials, your Facebook ads and so on and so forth. We unfortunately know, as much as I jest, unfortunately, when Russia did invade the Ukraine, we saw a whole heap of traffic just die off. So we kind of stopped doing marketing for a while because people don't really feel like celebrating at the moment, I guess. We've kind of paused our marketing for the moment, but we're wanting really to try and connect with someone to help us really build up our strategy and really hit the ground running when we choose to beef it up again.
Yeah. What's the team structure at the moment?
So it's just myself and my co-founder at the moment. We did have a guy doing some of the marketing for us, but he's moved on to other engagements. I wrote all the software. That's my stock and trade. If people, Google stalk me, and my co-founder came up with the idea, and so together we've turned this into a reality.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Madeline, over to you.
Yeah. So, Kieran, tell me, have you put this product on blockchain? Are you focusing on the Web3 market? Where are you looking? EFTs?
We have had some serious discussions about NFTs.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason why we can't translate this into the NFT world.
Yeah.
We just haven't done it yet.
Because I could see that's where the natural fit it's fitting into, which is the booming area. Yeah.
The crypto people tend to love this a lot. We actually had a special custom request from a crypto trading firm here in Melbourne. They wanted a big 36-incher to go on their wall, which was really cool to produce and deliver to them. We got it framed and I delivered it. So they're loving it because it obviously allows them to show off their Bitcoin performance, which is good when you're in that sort of business. The crypto people tend to really love this sort of stuff. So yeah, we're definitely been thinking about getting into NFTs. But yeah, as I said in
what about the VCs? I mean, there seems like quite a broad range of people that you could approach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the sky's the limit, really. It's just about connecting with people and seeing who can help us kind of reach that next step, that next level.
And tell me, what market have you been working in? Obviously, you've done the data. Do you come from an investment banking background or financial services?
Yeah, so my co-founder's very into financial independence. And these are actually his portfolio pictures. I just took a photo because it's good for this sort of stuff. Yeah. So that's kind of his angle. I'm a software guy. I have dabbled in the markets from time to time, but he was really the driving force, and so yeah, we just partnered together and have done what we've done. Great.
I think my suggestion would be just to join some of the Web3 communities.
Sure.
And some of the VCs, and I think see how connecting with those people, because I love the idea of the artwork and the representation.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to all the judges, and thank you to you, Kieran. You are done for now. Please lean back and enjoy. And our next pitchers of the night is Matt Wilk. Matt, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you. So if you're ready to go, then it's all yours.
I'm ready to go. The thing I always forget is the ask at the end of pitches. So my particular ask is to find, I'm building a co-founding team, but the problem I'm solving is financial software for small project management firms like construction businesses. And what I've found is that firms rely on MyOb and a combination of bookkeeping and admin cobbled together with or API to a bunch of software that wasn't really designed to be integrated into the accounting software. So Buttress is quite ambitious. It's an accounting software specifically for small building companies, which is a massive market. It's most of the construction market is small building companies, and it's got integrated timesheet software, integrated invoice processing, claim management, and also financial reporting. And to give you a sense of the size of the market, in Australia, it's $400 billion a year, and 54% of that is actually small businesses, which is counterintuitive. Most people would think that the big builders are the bulk of the market. It's actually small builders, and the market worldwide is $14 trillion or 13% of world GDP. So that's why we're banking on the fact that small construction businesses need their own accounting specific or industry specific accounting software. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Great pitch. You put the ask to the front. Who of the chat is Dave and Madeline? I didn't see who was first. Ladies first in this case.
Yeah,
Madeline.
ladies first.
Thanks.
Fine.
I was first anyway. Matt, so tell me, who are the competitors in the market for your product?
So the competitors are obviously MYOB, Xero dominate the market, but in terms of direct competitors that do exactly the same thing, they're few and far between. Cheops or CSSP do a similar product, but it's very much it's very much customized to each building company. It's very expensive. It's the order of 50,000, 60,000 a year, and a lot of setup costs. And our insight is to make a system that is more like Canva, that is actually standardized, and then it's a standardized platform that users adapt to their needs rather than implemented like a custom implementation.
Give me 3 takeaways on what differentiates your product.
It's the only product that will be subscription based and cost effective and easy to implement is definitely one thing, because most construction software is very cumbersome to implement. So it's standardization, quick implementation, and cost, which kind of all go together.
Great, thank you. Are you a member of the PropTech Association? That might give you some inroads.
Not yet. I'm sort of, I've been working on it. I'm just coming into pitching, but really going hard.
Check them out. Kylie Davies is the founder for the PropTech Association, and all the leading sort of Australian property tech, construction, you name it. That they may give you some really good introductions as well.
Appreciate that. Thanks, Madeline.
No problem.
Dave, over to you.
Hey, Matt. Sounds really cool. I was just wondering how far along the journey is Buttress at this point?
Yeah, so I've got one co-founder, but we do need a bigger team, and we're starting to really code it proper, but it's essentially built on Excel and Visual Basic at the moment in prototype form. So it's, we haven't raised anything yet. I'm just starting to really pitch, starting to put pitches together. Some have gone well, some have gone badly, but we're that hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight. And I guess I like, in terms of stage, I'm a licensed builder, and I've been thinking about this, working on it for a very long time, more than 10 years. And I just thought someone would do this by now. And so, but I've been in construction for more than 20 years. So that's sort of the real sort of, I guess, underlying strength is very deep industry experience.
Yeah. And so you've kind of got an MVP prototype built on Excel and VB. That's kind of how I was understanding it. So what's the vision for where you take it? Would it be like a web-based or a native app, or what do you sort of see the end state?
Oh, look, it has to be an app, because it has to be interactive with, if it's for construction business, it has to be interactive with people on site. So, but initially, just to clarify, maybe I overpromised a little bit. It's not a working prototype. It's a bunch of, we've built the components separately and modeled them in a very crude way, but yeah, I think it certainly needs to be, and where I think, you know, I've gone through this journey. I don't know if anyone else has, where you know, co-founders come and get excited, and then it's you know, you kind of go, well, I know you got this, you know, lucrative contract, you know, I know someone wants you and they're going to pay you 300 grand, but I'll pay you nothing. Just come here and believe. So I've had a few, you know, and I guess every tech co-founder has a little bit of a different approach or a different take on it. That's been valuable. Yeah, I want to see it delivered, and the platform, the tech part of it, that's not my expertise, but it's definitely got to be mobile.
Yeah, gotcha. So you're looking, when you said looking for a co-founder earlier, it's specifically a technical co-founder that you're kind of on the hunt for?
Oh, look, the technical, you know, the technical, I think it's the right person, it's got to be the right fit first and foremost. Whether it's someone where they are in technical, whether they're a product manager or I mean, a talented marketer that has their head around part of tech would also, like, it's got to be the right person first and foremost. So, but yeah.
And then finding a team to build it, or are you thinking of outsourcing? Or
I think so I've been on an outsourcing journey. I think it wasn't a huge success. We outsourced a part and brought it back in, and you know, I'm a little bit led, but yeah, look, I think you need money to outsource. So that's the chicken and egg, right? So that's the problem. Been sort of working away at it, and you know, the bank account's not looking amazing, but
okay, yep. I think I got everything I need there. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're living a startup life, Matt, don't you?
Yeah,
living a dream.
Got to embrace it.
Living a dream, exactly. Ersel, do you have questions for Matt?
No questions. I think that was a fantastic pitch, Matt. I had a series of questions, but in the chat with Dave, you've more or less answered all of them. There was a couple that I was going to ask that Madeline also covered. I share your views in the sense that I can't believe that this software doesn't exist already. You know, no matter which industry you go to, whether it's my industry, the legal industry, or property, I know real estate has, almost every single industry has its own app and its own software. I'm just surprised that it doesn't exist. So I wish you all the best with that, and I hope you finally get it there.
Thanks, Ersel.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Matt, you are done for tonight. We might see you later again for the prizes, but we don't know yet. We have another Matt coming up next. Matt Robinson, would you be able to switch on your camera and pitch OvaSee to us? Matt, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
Is this your training session for Wednesday?
Yes, my training session for Wednesday.
Go for it. All yours.
Fantastic. Hi, my name's Matt Robinson, and I'm the founder of OvaSee, and we help schools look after their contractor safety and compliance. We all know that safety and compliance isn't sexy, but when we go to work, we want to come home safe to our loved ones. My business, OvaSee, is developing Australia's easiest online contractor management software to help schools manage all their contract and compliance and documentation in one place. So the three problems we have in schools, it's time consuming, a lot of paperwork, and how do I monitor all the contractors coming and going on my school property? The solution is OvaSee. With automated reminders, a simplified design, two-way communication, we enable schools who will otherwise use paper, email, and spreadsheets to make it easier to get time back, having an easy to use online dashboard. What makes us different? It's beautifully designed, helps you track and monitor, so you don't have to do it manually. My ideal customer is schools want to get time back in their day so they can focus on teaching and learning and student outcomes, because we believe that making sure that people are safe and compliant when they come on site. So I'm looking for a strategic partner to help me integrate into their system or another system, or an investor to come on board and help me get it to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent pitch. You did some training, didn't you?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Well done.
Thank you.
Whoever, Ersel is unmuted.
Matt, fantastic pitch, clear, concise, to the point. You did your ask. I don't really have much to ask. The only thing that was going through my mind is, how are these schools dealing with this type of thing? From what I understand, there's also a contract administration part of the product. How are schools dealing with that problem currently?
Okay, for the last 7 years, I've been in work. I've worked in schools for 15 as the IT and facilities manager, and the last 7 taking over the contractor management. So for me, it's been a spreadsheet and sending emails.
Wow.
Absolute nightmare. So I've built this product, and now I quit my school job and now I work for something else. But I'm forging ahead because I know I've got a lot of schools that know me very well over the last 15 years that are crying out for it. But it's not only for schools. That's my customer persona for tonight. I've got the building industry, the real estate agents, and also some utilities as well. So it kind of can do everything, but I'm just really focusing on schools tonight and also for next Wednesday.
Right, that was going to be my question. I could see the product being quite universally applicable, and I was going to ask why only schools, but you've answered that. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your feedback.
Madeline, go.
Yeah. Hey, Matt.
Hi.
Yeah, I love that you've worked out to focus on one particular industry. I've got 3 teenage sons that are at a boys' school that has been undergoing massive construction. They've had so many people on site. I could see, I don't know who they're using. I imagine the big corporate construction people have been managing the contractors. So
Yes.
I guess my question is it the school's responsibility to be managing this, or is that normally beholden with the construction companies and the builders?
Yeah, usually the school, for example, I've got a plumber that comes on site and they've got multiple workers for that plumber. All of those guys have the right insurance. They're working with children's cards I'm talking about schools, and vaccination certificates to make sure that they're eligible to come on site. If any of those is not right, sorry, you can't do it. And that's the school's responsibility to do that. But obviously, that's why it's the two-way communication part with my product. It sends emails both ways to say, hey, Matt's Plumbing Services, you've actually got an expiry date coming up, or actually can't come on site.
Okay. On Tuesday, I was at the Parliamentary Innovation Tech Showcase down at Parliament House.
Yeah.
And there was a company that I met with called MyPass.
Yes.
I'll get in touch with those guys. They've just got contracts signed up now with Woodside and BHP, and it's where you upload all your certification and what have you. So not totally everything that you're looking to achieve, but there might be some interesting learnings. The fact that they've got some great big corporate partners now.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Hey, great pitch, really enjoyed it. I had a mate in the construction space who was talking about building the same thing and just never got around to doing it. So you're not the only one with the idea, which is usually a good sign. So you said it's beautifully designed. So the product exists. Is it being used at the moment?
It's in a prototype phase. I've done a customer outreach survey. I've sent it out to many schools and or businesses to get feedback, and that's all they've said. It's simple and beautiful to use, very clean line. So hence I've put in it's beautifully designed, because that's what my customer research is telling me. And these guys are using it. It's in beta mode, so they're not using it as for their business. I just wanted to make sure that am I hitting the right marks for them and for those the schools and the businesses. And so far, it seems to be okay.
And this is a web-based product?
Yeah, it's a SaaS product. Built in PHP with my SQL backend. So I've learned the last 2 years how to become a PHP developer. My SQL developer now, you should check out some of my SQL scripts. They're pretty cool. I've got my own virtual environment now hosted in the cloud like AWS. I've built my own web services version of my own thing, and I've done it all of myself. 2 years of learning. Yeah, love it. Being a bit of a techie myself, I'm an IT manager myself. I love all that stuff. So it's been an awesome journey, but I'm just at my technical capabilities right now.
Yeah. And did you design it yourself as well?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did design it myself. I found a bit of a template that I liked, and then I tweaked the template, and yeah, to make it look like. So if you go to my website is in the chat, have a look. You can have a bit of a squiz. It's very, very easy to use. It's not mobile and not a mobile app, because that's not what I'm looking for. So the scenario would be, if I've got a few more minutes, a school would use my product and have the receptionist would have OvaSee's dashboard straight up on their computer. Matt's Plumbing Services comes in, they sign in, and she goes, "Oh, Matt, give me 1 second. I'll just check to make sure that you're compliant on site." And instantly, that first view she gets, it's either red, green, or orange. And that's that conversation piece as well to the contractor. So, hey, by the way, Matt, do you realise Dave's working children's card's is coming up for to be expired?
Yeah, cool. In terms of pricing, will it just be the school or whichever business is paying monthly, or will it be based on a number of contractors? Or
I'll be based on, so what I'm currently building, as I'm madly building before next Wednesday, I hope I can do it, is my freemium model in my code to start with. So it'll be five free contractors, or 5 contractors on per company or business, just as a beta test for me. And then going forward with my customer research and whatnot, schools are average, the ones I've reached, averagely paying around $4,500 a year for something like this. So I'm looking around the $2,000 a year mark to do that. I'm not, it's working at school one, and then for businesses maybe 3, because a lot of businesses I've spoken to are paying, for something a lot more, $20,000 to $40,000 for something similar, with a few more things in it. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I have to ask now, what's happening Wednesday? I don't know if it's
okay. So,
you've dropped it a few times.
I'll pitch Wednesday. So I've been fortunate enough to be part of a startup accelerator in regional Gippsland called Startup Gippsland, hosted by Gipstech, and David was one of our mentors that popped down a few weeks ago to one of our sessions. So it's basically a startup accelerator where it comes in, and Wednesday night's our pitch night. There's 10 of us going to be pitching at the Traralgon Performing Arts Centre. It's a brand new building built by the state government. It's an expo style, Shark Tank style show. I'm pretty excited. As you can see, I'm a pretty excitable guy to be there and see. It was such a journey for us and the other 9 businesses. So that's, and my wife's going to be there. I'll probably end up crying because I'm all bit emotional. And I said, stand at the back, please, stand at the back. And I've started my new job, and they all want to come too. I've got 8 of my team wanting to come and watch me as well. So, and the other businesses as well. So that's what's happening. Pitch night, like Shark Tank. It's going to be amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, well, good luck.
And I hope to be there as well.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Cool. Matt, you're done. Thank you so much for your pitch. Lean back, relax, enjoy the show. And our next pitcher will be David Gault. Is that how I pronounce your surname, David?
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right to go, yeah?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, go.
Okay. Yeah, managing digital assets such as devices, photos, home videos, passwords, and sensitive documents is stress-inducing for the majority of internet users. Most internet users think their data is private, they think their data is backed up, they think their data will be accessible when they need it, but they're not 100% sure. What if internet users could have an app that could manage all of their digital assets so they could go to bed at night sure that their online lives were completely secure? I've invented a platform to solve this problem. I call it a private virtual data network, or a PVDN. A PVDN is a simple patented distributed solution based on established technologies, including encryption. It can connect all of the owner's devices to a private network globally. It can store and manage all of their data and digital assets from a single point. It can make their data available to other selected internet users with complete privacy, and it can maintain their data over their entire lives as they replace devices and change brands. And their data is never accumulated with any other person's data at any point in the internet in a readable format. Even the hosting companies never see the data. So who will want a PVDN? My estimate is 5 to 10% of the most privacy conscious and anxious internet users like myself will gladly pay the approximately $5 a week it'll cost for a PVDN service for control, privacy and assurance. Even 1% of internet users at a modest $5 gross profit per user will produce an income stream of $3 billion per year that'll dwarf the several million it'll take to bring this to market. A PVDN patent's been examined by WIPO and is currently being applied globally. I'm after feedback, business support and early investment to take this project to the VC funding stage, and I'm sorry I ran over.
Thank you for calling it, David. Did I miss your ask? Did you have an ask?
Well, the after feedback, business support, early investment to take this project to the VC funding stage, it's very early. Yeah, so that's what I'm after. So I'm looking for people who like the idea of the concept of it and want to get in early to help me, get to the stage where I can get some VC funding.
Fabulous. Handing over to Madeline.
I was just thinking on the VC funding because the market, there is money around, but the market is being tight over the past few weeks. You're not generating any revenue at the moment, are you? You've been bootstrapping.
Yes, and
yeah,
my plan is to do what I'm hoping to do is a incremental set of sort of small investment amounts to just move this thing up to the stage where it's ready for some serious funding, and because it will take a lot to get this to market. It's not just an app; it's actually a platform, so it'll involve quite a lot of software development. I've made some significant inroads on it myself. I'm actually a developer myself to sort of get to a proof of concept stage, but it's going to need more to turn it into a product. Will take a sizable development team.
and how much money are you looking to raise to get to actually build the platform?
Well, to the next sort of stage I'm looking at is to get $100,000 roughly to be able to take the prototype to the next stage and do some more detailed marketing research, so we come up with a detailed marketing plan, as in which countries to hit first, how to find that those users are going to be most wanting this product. I know they're out there because I talked to a number of them myself. We've got to find out how to reach them. And then it may take another stage like that to get it to the point where we've got the whole product completely designed and costed. And then I imagine this will be somewhere in the vicinity of 2 to 3 million to build. I did a costing at about 1.5 million based on some preliminary designs. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done to sort of get this to the point where exactly what the product will look like. The platform's designed, but the product and how to sell it into the internet user market is yet to be fully defined.
So you've got the platform, but you want to build an app. That's where you want to raise the money.
Well,
do you want to get it out of the wireframe prototype stage?
Yes, though even I must say that I don't feel I'm ready to actually take that big step yet. I think I need another injection of funds to get it to the stage where we can really present this to someone who's going to be interested in investing.
Have you thought of equity crowdfunding? Because I don't think you're ready for the VC stage.
No, I'm not. Yes, that's one option I've thought of. Yeah, and just I guess at the moment I'm just trying to put the idea out there, talk to people about it, and try and find that person who does want to get involved at a very early stage.
Really interesting idea. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, everyone is concerned about data privacy, where the data's going, creating a wallet, so it's transferable and that you own it. So I wish you best of luck. Thank you.
Ersel.
Yeah. David, thank you very much for your pitch. Fascinating product, very, very interesting. I've only got one question for you, and that is competitors. Is there? I struggle to believe that there isn't anything similar to it out there already on the market.
There isn't. What I've painted is a very simple idea. It's just using existing technology. It's using a microservice as the sort of the secret ingredient, if you like, around which this PVDN product is built. Microservices have been around for a long time. Just no one's thought of configuring it this way and renting them out to people and using as the basis for a secure network. There is nothing like that. You can achieve what the PVDN can achieve, but you have to link together a series of products to get all those services. You've got the issue then that the data that's being used to manage things on your behalf is then spread out amongst the numerous companies, and a typical internet user is really just looking for a one-stop shop. That's just basically they can go to bed at night, glance at a screen and see that all their devices, their data's put away, it's being backed up, and that's only one of the, I should point out, the PVDN itself is like a data platform. So one of the directions I see this going is that people who are developing apps, particularly for very sensitive data, could use the PVDN as their back end. So rather than getting someone's personal data and collating it in a server farm somewhere centrally, they could use this as a distributed way to save people's data, which might make the product more attractive to potential users.
Wow. Very, very fascinating product, David. Thank you for your pitch.
No worries. Thank you.
Oh,
Hey,
Dave.
Hey David, yeah, jump in. I probably am your exact target market, honestly. Like it's the sort of thing that I would pay for. Even at Kind, we're sort of privacy first. We have no tracker cookies, no nothing. Like with anything we can do to sort of protect our users' data, we've done, and that comes probably from myself and my other technical co-founder, like just believing like to our core that is like it's fundamental right for people to have their data be private. My feedback would probably be, if you were looking for, as you described, the average internet user, I think some of the terminology, like even like for me, if it's going over my head a little bit. Like I love the idea of it being private, but I think once you've got an acronym like PVDN and you're bringing, are using this distributed network, I think you would lose your average internet user immediately. But I think the product itself is great. Like my wife will turn to me and say like, oh, like I wish I could do more for my data privacy, but I don't know where to start. I feel like if there are people there that want this, but I think it's exactly that sort of terminology that maybe would put them off from actually taking that next step. So yeah, I guess that's why you were saying you were looking for someone to help you kind of take it to market as well. But yeah. I love the idea.
Okay, great. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, I'm sort of marketing in two directions. One's looking for investors. The other is the public who buy it. And I sort of realized that I'm still quite wide of the mark there. I need to improve my marketing materials to directly approach the people who would be the actual end users of this product.
Sorry, we have to cut it short here. Sorry, we're late. And we will probably from now on reduce the number of feedback or the minutes of feedback a little bit, so we stay within schedule. Thank you so much, David, for pitching. You are done. Please check out the chat. I put a name in there, OSApp. That's one of our startups who is working on data ownership online as well. You might want to check out them. And we come to our next picture, which is Ashish from Revlearn. Ashish, you can hear me? We can hear you?
Yeah.
We can hear you. Go for it.
Awesome. Hi, guys. I am Ashish, and I'm the founder of Revlearn. 43% of high school kids tell us that they don't know what they want to do after school. And due to how school is structured, a lot of these kids find themselves being pushed into university. Consequently, 39% of university students drop out. High school students tell us that career counselors, career and university fairs might be helpful, but don't really give them an insight on what is out there in their specific fields of interest. That's where Revlearn comes in. We offer high school kids short one-day programs, engaging and giving them a very deeper insight on their fields of interest. Right now, we are at the product development stage. And my ask is, if you are interested to help me out in this mission, I would love to hear from you. Our aim is to help high school students save time and money if they did not do this otherwise. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish. Your best pitch that I've heard so far. Well done. And in time. Perfect. Dave, you're unmuted first.
Hey, yeah, great pitch. Fully resonate with it. I had the exact same problems with my careers guidance counselors, just pushing me down channels that I didn't know. So totally get the problem. I'm assuming that high school students wouldn't be paying for this. So just wonder, are you targeting the schools, or what's the revenue plan? You might be muted.
Sorry, yeah, exactly. I've been told that parents are the ones I should be targeting, and that's who we'll be approaching first. Eventually, we'll get enough parents which love our product, kids which love our product, and we can approach schools directly. But at the start, we will be approaching parents, so B2C at the start.
Okay. And did you have specific subjects that you would be looking at? Like, because I guess a high school kid's field of interest could be a pretty broad spectrum.
Yeah, exactly. So the most popular degree right now is business and commerce, and the next one is arts. And I guess this is the case because they're more generalist in nature too. So the first course we'll be providing is business and commerce. Eventually, we want to cover everything that university has to offer, where in that university line focus, the trade fields not yet. Yeah, yeah, that's where we are.
And last question, if I've got time, was just, you said you're at the product development stage. I'm just interested what that means in real terms.
Yeah, so right now I'm trying to get the course out. So it looks like a 2 to 5 hour course hosted on a course platform like Teachable or ThinkFic. That's one part. The other part is one-on-one mentoring sessions with these students. We have plans for a community aspect, which will be coming along, and also where they can book in time with people who are actually in their field of interest, so they can actually get it live from someone who's actually working there too. So that this whole month is dedicated to actually bringing that first business and product out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great pitch.
Thanks.
Ersel.
Ashish, thank you for your pitch. Great pitch. I've just got one very quick question, and that is, quite often I found that with my studies and just my experience generally over the years, is there is sometimes a disconnection between the academics of a particular course. Say you mentioned business and commerce, and then what it's actually like on the job. And sometimes there is a disconnect, and some people study, get a job, and then realize they don't like it, which then I think maybe comes back to the original problem that you're trying to solve, if that makes sense. Will there be anything that gives them some sort of connection to what it would be like on the job? So, for example, it was they were interested in, say, nursing or accounting. Is there anything you can tell me about that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So I get that a few times. The way we're looking at it right now is you probably don't know if you're interested in accounting if you're picking a business, very generalist degree, because there's 100 different fields in business itself, right? So we are helping out with that first part. Is a business and commerce degree for you or not? And then at the end of the course, we go into next steps. So, okay, maybe you're interested in accounting. How can we help you out, discover if that's a field that you should be pursuing? So Forage is another startup doing excellent work there. So we connect you with them, where they do one-day experiences in a particular field. So next steps is a very big part of our program. We want to make sure that we're not leaving the kid alone after they leave our program.
Thank you for that.
Excellent. And Madeline, do you have a quick one?
Yeah, just a quick one. Love your idea. Are you communicating with New South Wales Education in terms of the curriculum and how that translates with potential training? I'll just do a few key takeaways and then you can answer me. There's a great company called Year 13 that's doing something similar to what you're talking about in the market. There's Young Change Agents and Spill the Beans. I'll drop those in the chat for you to check out. Yeah, so who are your competitors?
Yeah, so yeah, I had a look at Year 13. From my understanding, Year 13 is providing, it has a platform where it's a lot of written articles and they have a few, they connect students with gap year programs, universities, but they really don't help out with the interest discovery phase at a more kind of YouTube style course level. It's mainly articles or them connecting you to programs, which from my understanding, they do some high school where they go directly to the high schools, I believe.
They've just launched to go into the schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I might want to hear what they're doing over there. Young Change Agents, I have to look at them, and the other one that you mentioned. Yeah.
Spill the Beans.
Spill the Beans. Yeah.
Yeah. That's focused on, Spill the Beans is focused on entrepreneurial and business. So you're mentioning you're focused on business, commerce, accounting courses. So I think one of the things I'm finding with those education external providers is a big focus on creativity, innovation, and STEM subjects.
Yeah. So HEX is also another one there which does innovation programs, right? So there's a lot doing innovation and entrepreneurship programs. Our focus is to cover everything else that is on offer. So yeah.
Yeah, great, lovely. Yeah, all for all education. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madeline. Thank you so much, Ashish. Well done. Please lean back and enjoy. Great pitch. And we have the last of our registered pitchers tonight, which is Saju Rajan. Saju, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Where do I see your face?
Can you see me?
I can't at the moment, but I can hear you, so just go. Oh, there, I found you. Go for it.
Oh, good. Thank you. Good evening, all. I'm Saju. I'm from Australia Blockchain Services. We are a bootstrapped tech startup based in Melbourne, and we focus on blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is like the internet of the 90s. There is a lot of skepticism at the moment. However, it will be all over us sooner rather than later. The blockchain market is predicted to reach $165 billion by the end of 2029. There is a shortage of trusted, skilled resources in Australian market. Currently, most businesses uses freelancers from overseas to develop their idea. However, there is a significant risk involved with that approach. That freelancer can disappear anytime without trace. We have been approached by a few Australian businesses stating the exact problem, and they wanted to work with a local service provider. We are here to solve that specific problem. We offer blockchain development services. Business can use our services to convert their idea to reality on the blockchain. Currently, we are a team of 4 part-time developers with 15 plus years of experience delivering software solutions at enterprise scale globally. And we have a solid plan to expand our team in a cost-effective manner. Currently, we are looking for investment to execute our expansion plans. Thank you.
Thank you, such a great pitch in time. And we have Madeline unmuted yourself.
Thanks, Stu. Great idea. Tell me, if you were to get investment, what are you going to use the money on?
We are going to set up an architectural team in Melbourne, and a development team overseas in India, and we would deal with all the legal aspects, interactions with the client, and we would get the actual solution delivered from overseas.
Great, thank you. And how do you see scaling up with the lack of tech talent in the market at the moment?
So that's where we have so obviously I'm from India, and India is known for tech software industry, right? I have already established partnership with some of the government firms who are promoting educational blockchain development in the country. So they're ready to give us resources who are skilled and have clearance, so that they can be brought overseas, brought to Australia, or kept in India to in a secure environment to deliver solutions. Yeah,
fantastic. Because as you've seen, the government announced this week getting us to 1.2 million by 2030. And I think we've got about another 350,000 tech workers that's required to keep the tech sector going.
Yeah, that's right. Myself, yeah. I'm a techie who came 10 years back in a work permit to Australia. So yeah.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Madeline.
Thanks, Madeline.
Ersel, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Saju. Thank you. Very interesting indeed. I was just going to ask, who are your competitors?
To be honest, there are not a lot in Australia. There are only 3 or 4 companies who are actually delivering software services. There are a lot of blockchain-based companies like financial platforms, credit card companies, decentralized finance companies, but there are not a lot of hands-on software development companies who are focusing on blockchain in Australia.
Okay, and what is the level of demand for such services in Australia?
There is a lot. So we currently work on a freelance platform to find projects. I can see more than 10 projects just from Australia requested every day. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So small to large projects. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you, Saju.
Thank you.
Cool. Dave, do you have a quick one?
Yeah, just a quick. So the team that you have at the moment, you were saying that the 4 of you have all got 15 years in kind of engineering and development. If I came to you with a project, would that include, I suppose, like design, project management, like the whole piece, or more on the sort of technical side, or?
No, so our team is a mix of architects, developers, and project management, business analyst sort of people. So actually, so myself started my career as a developer, then developed into a solution architect, and currently working as a business project or portfolio manager. So like that's my team have similar background. So we have a grasp of the full end-to-end software solution delivery. So yeah.
And is this full-time for the 4 of you at the moment?
No, I've mentioned earlier as it's part-time at the moment, because we are not in a stage where we can leave our full-time job and get to do this. But once we have investment, we all will be full-time into this.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you.
Thanks, David.
Thank you, Saju. Thank you, Dave. And thank you to all the judges. That were all our registered pitches for tonight. We have 2 impromptu ones that are coming up. Which, looking at the time, we will do those without feedback from the judges, but everyone is welcome to come back. Just on this note, I want to announce that next week we will make it live. We're going to have another live pitch night in Melbourne at the 9th of September. And any startup that is in advanced stage, MVP stage, will be able to apply to pitch for that once they've pitched here on our virtual event. So if you want to have a chance or you have a friend who wants to have a chance to pitch live in front of investors and accelerators, incubators early September, there's another chance for that at the 1st of September at our next virtual pitch night. So please note the dates and share the information. Follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, on our website to get the latest news about our upcoming events. And now to the 2 impromptu pitches that we have today, and we start with Daniel Steinfield. Daniel, are you with us? Daniel? Can't hear you. There you are.
Hello.
Your audio is we can't hear you. Your audio is breaking up. Maybe you want to fix that. And we go with Pavel first. Pavel, can you hop in?
Yeah, hi guys.
Hi.
Happy to.
Daniel, we come back to you in a minute.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Pavel.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Hi guys, my name is Pavel Sikachev. My company called Admeal, and we're developing B2C marketplace for food influencers to monetize their recipes by one-click grocery shopping. So the problem we're focusing on is how to create the additional revenue channel for food influencers and the solve of the issue of time-consuming cooking preparation issue on the customer side. We think right now will be the perfect timing because after pandemic, the grocery delivery is skyrocketing as well as the creators market. And we are, for right now, we created our platform. We tested on the customer side. We're filling this platform with influencers right now. We did initial sales and sales of subscription on our platform. And right now we're looking for investment. We're raising $500,000. So yeah, this is shortly it.
Awesome. Thank you, Pavel, for that. If you want to get feedback, please hop onto the chat. Please connect with the judges, and they will be able to get you feedback via written channels. You're also most welcome to come back, register, and pitch again at the 1st of September.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pavel. And Daniel, do we want to give it another try? Let's check your audio.
Hello. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, much better. Thank you.
Okay, great. So I'm the marketing manager at Big One. It's a charity-based Lotto project. So we are basically combining the concept of Lotto with charity. Like we, for all of our charity games, we give 5% to different charity organizations worldwide. And in the future, we have plans for NFT marketplace and a merch store. So as a participant on a platform, basically we give like 50% back to you, 50% of the ticket value back to you. And so as a participant, you don't lose all of your money like in the rest of the Lotto games. So you don't lose like all of your money. And the next thing is And so if you hold that 15% as an investment, you can grow it as the token value grows. So that's it from that.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much for that. Your audio was still a little bit dodgy, so we might not have gotten all of your pitch. I reckon that you are going to sign up for our next pitch night again, sort your audio and do it all over again. That would be awesome. Brian, would you be able to share the link for the pitch registration in the chat? I take that as a yes. And thank you. And yeah, that's concluding our pitches for tonight. What's going to happen next? We will send you in different breakout rooms to chat a little bit with each other and ask the pitchers some questions, while the judges and myself, we will go in our own breakout room and we'll figure out who will win which prize tonight. So we will see you back here in probably 5 minutes. I'm looking forward to that. Hello and welcome back, everyone. And thank you very much for your patience. And we have some excited people already there again. Awesome. So we won't hold you back much longer. We're already at the 7 p.m. mark. So I hand over to Madeline first. Madeline, please announce who's getting your IdeaSpies prize.
Thanks, David. So the IdeaSpies prize goes to KK. I love the sustainability idea. I love that it's linked in. You've got it with the Web3, you've got AI. I can see huge potential in your idea going to market. And I look forward to the hour mentoring session as well. So congratulations. David will drop you a line so we can get in contact sometime next week.
Awesome. Will do. We'll introduce all the winners to all the prize givers. Thank you, Madeline. Thank you for your time and for your efforts tonight, your great feedback. And we hand over to Ersel. Ersel, who is getting your prize?
My prize is going to Ashish. I found Ashish's pitch one of the best. I could really see the use of that product and really helping students really choose their career path. So I look forward to connecting with Ashish and helping him with his legals.
Awesome. Congrats, Ashish. Thank you, Ersel, for your contribution to the pitch event tonight, and looking forward to connect you both via email introduction.
Thank you.
And last but not least, we have Dave from Kinde. Dave, what is your prize and who is getting it?
Hey, thank you everyone for your pitches. They were all awesome. The standout for me, I think, was OvaSee, presented by Matt Robinson. Just like the energy, delivery, and everything was awesome. I think there is a real problem to be solved there, and I hope that Kinde can help you with that.
Thank you. Congrats, Matt. And we just the judges and thank you, Dave. And just before we hop back into here, the judges and I agreed that we definitely could see that Matt went through a 12-week pre-accelerator program to hone his pitch and get his value proposition right. So we recommend to everyone, take these opportunities, go through a program. It is not a waste of time. And if you would like to find out what's the best for you, please get in touch with me. We can help you find the right program for you. With that said, congrats to all the winners. One last time, one last thank you to all the judges, and we are over and out. And see you next time. Follow us on social.
Thank you, guys.
Like us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.